So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette, and he asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Hey guys, Gregory here. Today I have a classic sing-along song for you. We're going to be learning how to play The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. This song is pretty simple in a way, I guess. There are just 3 chords. There's one strumming pattern. But the trick is the song has what we call a swing or a shuffle rhythm. And to get the song to sound quite right, I would really like if we can add certain accents to our strumming pattern. But we'll talk about that when we get into the lesson, so let's go. So before going any further, we are going to be using the capo on the 1st fret. Now the song also goes up a key. I think this happens after the 1st chorus. So there are 2 ways you can go about doing this. I am not going to be showing you how to play the chord using bar chords, which we will need to do if we do want to go up a key. So I have a little trick for you, or a substitute. If you are playing the song just by yourself on guitar, you don't have to go up a key. That's an option. You don't have to. A lot of people just avoid going up a key. If you really do want to go up a key, I am going to show you a way to do it. And it's literally just going to involve taking the capo off and moving it up a fret. But we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's go into the chords. Like I said, there are just 3 chords in this song. And of course, like I mentioned just now, we need a capo on the 1st fret. If you don't have a capo, you can still play the song without it. Everything will just sound a little bit lower than the original. So the 1st chord we have is a D major. That's the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Then we have the middle finger also on the 2nd fret, but on the 1st string. And the 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. And D is 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st. Then we have a G major, so that's the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string. The middle finger goes on the 3rd fret, 6th string. And the 3rd finger also on the 3rd fret, but on the opposite side on the 1st string. That gives us a G if we strum all 6 strings. And the 3rd and final chord is an A major, so that is the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. Middle finger below that on the same fret. That goes on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And the 3rd finger goes below that on the same fret onto the 2nd string. And A major is 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st. So heads up, I have a lesson on strumming, the techniques of strumming. If you're somebody that wants to get better and more expressive or dynamic in the way that you play, then that lesson is for you. It's down in the description. You can follow the link there, submit your email, and you'll get that lesson in your inbox. It's a very foundational lesson on how to really strum properly, the techniques involved, how to control the volume that you strum at, the strings that you want to hit, the right technique to use to be accurate when you're strumming. Like I said, it's very foundational, so you can take a look at that lesson down in the description. The strumming pattern for the song goes like this. And that is just down, down, up, down, up, over and over. Now, the interesting thing here is this strum might be very familiar to a lot of you, but it's played with what we call a swing or a shuffle rhythm. So that concept is a bit difficult to explain. It's a lot easier to demonstrate. So what I'll do is I'll play that same strum for you in a straight rhythm, which is what we don't want. And then I'll play it again in a swing rhythm. And hopefully you can hear the difference between the 2. So this is it once more in a straight rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in a straight rhythm, which is what we want, sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so hopefully you heard the difference. The best way to get the hang of this, if you don't already know how to do it, is really just to play a swing rhythm really slowly, okay? So the strum one more time is down, down, up, up, down, up. And you can practice along with me now. I'm going to play it really slowly a couple times. After 4. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So there's just one more thing we need to add to that strumming pattern to really make it sound country. And what I'm speaking of are the accents. We're going to be accenting beats 2 and 4 in the strumming pattern. So I'll demonstrate what I mean. I'll play the strumming pattern for you once again without the accents, and then I'll play it with the accents, and hopefully you can hear the difference that I'm speaking of. So this is the strumming pattern without the accents after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's really hard for me to not add in those accents. But here's the example once again with the accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? That kind of do chaka, ka-chaka, do chaka, ka-chaka. That really helps to bring out the dynamic that the song requires. So what I'll do now is I'll play the strum for you once more, a couple times, and I'll really enforce the accents, and you can practice along with me after 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all there is to the song. All that's left to do is add the strumming pattern to the chords. And of course, you can use the demo playthrough that I did at the start of the lesson to kind of help you put those things together. But there's one more thing to talk about. The song goes up a key. That happens after the first chorus. So how do we do that? Well, like I mentioned before, you have options. You can just not go up a key if you're playing by yourself at home or whatever. That's fine. Or if you really do want to go up a key, I'm not going to be going through with the bar chords needed for this song, but you can do this. You can literally just take the capo off and move it up a fret. But how we do that is kind of important. So what I'll do is I'll do a little play through of the chorus, and you can just do as I do. All right? There is one other thing. In the chorus, there's a part where it goes, you never count your money. I do change the strum there, and what I do is on that part where you have count your money, I just do 2 downs on the D, 2 downs on the G, and when you get back to money, you go back to the original strum. Okay, so I'm gonna play the first chorus, and I'll show you how I go up to the next key, the higher key, and into the 4th verse. So here we go. After 4, 1, 2, 3. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. There you go. Down, 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 money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. 2, 3, 4. Every gambler knows that the secret. Okay, so you get the idea. You just add a little pause. Nothing wrong with a little bit of silence once everything happens within the rhythm of the song. So you can't break the rhythm. When you come back in, you really need to come back in time. So you have to do that counting in your head. And if you want, you could really fill the spaces like I did by tapping your hand while moving the capo. Sometimes music is about just filling these spaces with sound. It's not important that we strum all the time or anything like that. So there's my idea for changing the key. Have fun. So that is it for the lesson, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. And of course, you can look out for more lessons from me in the future. But until then, goodbye.